Shalom. So this is a continuation from my previous video, all right, entitled Baby Mama is an Israelite's Worst Enemy, okay? And, going back to what I was saying about, Slacker, give me 1 second. I want to make one correction that that it's in the law that a woman would leave with nothing. All right, that's not in the law. I thought it was a precept that goes into that, pertaining, when you separate from a woman. But I do know there is this account in Genesis 21:14, where I would just read it. It says, Abraham rose up early in the morning and took bread and a bottle of water and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder and the child, and sent her away. And she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Bathsheba. Okay, so basically, she left with nothing, and this is Abraham, an example of Abraham. So yeah, Salakia, I misspoke. That was not in the law. But I do want to go back to my original point. All right, which when you're in a situation where a woman is attempting to use your children as leverage against you, then you have three options. You can go to you can either leave the situation, leave your kids, come back later in their life, explain everything to them, which of course this is the hardest thing to do, is to walk away, from your seeds. It's not an easy thing to do. It's really tough, but it's the most, it's, I'll say, the most rewarding, because you don't have to deal with her shit, man. If she's being a big demon, then she'll have no more control over you, man. You don't even really got to talk to her. You don't got to deal with her. Just pay your child support and do your thing, man. Just move on as if you never even had kids, so that's one option. Another thing is, you can, and what I want to do also is shed light on a few legal actions that you could take, and I want to say this for the sake of YouTube, and they might take this down. I'm not giving out legal advice. This is just my opinion. But the legal actions you could take is to legitimize your children. If you weren't married to your spouse, which if you're in the truth, we don't believe in legal marriage, signing a contract with you, your spouse, and Esau. But you can, if you weren't legally married to your spouse, then you have to legitimize your kids, which basically what that means is you're just declaring your rights as a father, okay? You're declaring your rights that you are the father of those children, because otherwise, in the eyes of the law, they only have a mother and they don't have a father. Their father isn't established on paper, so to speak. So that would need to be established, and then as a result of the legitimation, the court will find a, they'll come up with a parenting plan, and you'll have to co-parent, which co-parenting, that's demonic in itself. Like I said, really honestly, the men should leave with the kids and the possessions. But, co-parenting is the best you can get. So as far as, being separated with your woman, okay, because you can get your kids back. I mean, you can get visitation, you get holidays, you get summer breaks. Y'all split the time to a degree, and then you have a primary custodian and a secondary. Let's say you're secondary, you'll still get your visitation, whether it be weekends or whether it be, on certain breaks and things of that nature. All right. And so, that is something that could potentially be worth fighting for, and that's legitimation. And then, they may put you on child support depending on the situation. In some states, state laws vary. The laws vary state to state. But you just got to look into it for your particular state. And you could either, get a lawyer to help you with that process, or you can just, do it yourself and utilize faith, in the courtroom, but there have been instances where brothers have had to go to court, and they wound up winning, or the cases, get dropped and whatnot. So yeah, and that also is a faith builder. It's a testimony to brothers that have been through things, that have overcome, the court systems. So that's one way. Or like I said, you could also get a lawyer, but courts is not a desired route for any of us, for any man of the Lord, because it's tricky, man. It's tricky, man. It's tricky. And that's the last thing we want to do, is really involve ourselves into Esau's system, because they want to get in your business. They want all your financial documents. They want, basically everything about you. And so it could be used against you, So, all these things are, not desirable. None of it is desirable, but you just got to figure out what will work best for you with your situation as far as your kids go, But this whole system is demonic. It's not built for a man of the Lord, and these women, are vindictive, man. They're pieces of shit. Sirach 26:11, watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she trespass against thee. And yeah, don't marvel. These women, they're going to trespass against you, man. They're going to turn, and some of these women can turn into your worst enemy, somebody that you once used to love and lay up with, and, give googly eyes for, and give her all types of compliments, and I love you, baby. She could be turned into your worst fucking enemy, man. So, this is the world we live in, man. It's just an evil, wicked society. These people are emotional. They don't know how to deal with logic. They don't know how to deal with truth. They don't have the Lord on their side. They have Satan on their side. All right. So everything will be used against you, to try to come for your character. All right. And we're going to see that in the times to come, man, because we're going to have to go before some of these courts. So it could also be foreshadowing of what's to come. All right. Because, it says, we're going to be delivered up to these councils. Let's see. This is, it says, Matthew 10 and 19, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in the same hour what ye shall speak. So, yeah, we're going to be delivered up to these councils, man, to these court hearings, and sit in front of a judge, and you have to speak. But it says the Lord is going to tell you what to speak. So, the best option in some cases may just be to utilize your faith. Don't worry about getting a lawyer. Just utilize your faith and allow the Lord to work through you and give you your responses, because, like I said, everything is up to the will of the Lord. Everything's up to Yahweh Shem Shai at the end of the day. So whatever outcome that, entails from the situation is just, that's the will of the Lord. The Lord saw it fit for you to go through that. All right, so we got to keep that in mind, but I just wanted to speak on those few things and pretty much go into slack it for the music in the background, but I just wanted to speak on those few things, and Lord willing, brothers were edified, and I'm gonna end off by giving all praise and honor